everyone, hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Cantrip Breakers, in which we once again revisit the dark region of Mournveil. It is so lovely to be back. It feels like an age, but we'll be revisiting the gothic homebrew setting full of ghouls, ghosts, witches, werewolves, and of course, vampires. But before we do that, let us go around and meet all of our players. Arianna, would you like to introduce yourself first?
I wasn't just eating a second ago. I'm totally having a clear mouth. Hi, my name is Arianna, and I am playing My mouth is so full of food. I just spat it out. I'll be playing Ayleen. She is a monk who has spent her whole life in a monastery and is now finally out to help spread the light in the world. However, a few episodes ago, I got attacked into my stomach with blue rot, or like with a tentacle that gave me blue rot, and I collapsed. And that was 4 weeks ago. It was a long time ago. So been in a coma / unconscious ever since. And hopefully today I will wake up and find out what Esther and Hazel and my not so friendly friend Frank and my dad have been up to, who doesn't know he's my father yet because he gave me away at birth. So anyway, not at birth, at the age of 6, not birth, at the age of 6. There we go. I wanted to make it extra dramatic, but my dungeon master's not allowing that.
That's fine. I'll just do some rewrites. It's fine. And Elina.
I'm playing as Esther, so she's a wood elf from the Heartland Forest. She's a rogue with a big bow. They just got thrown up of her tribe, and now she's chilling around with Hazel and Ayleen. And yeah, we had really fun last time with cider and Zoom. It was really fun. So we'll see how it goes now with Ayleen.
And Glosske.
Yes, I'm playing Hazel van Dam. She's a halfling rogue child who apparently stays child forever. She has a best friend, Jerry the rat, or he's a mouse. We don't know yet. And we're going on adventures with this amazing group of people. And last time we met Cider, who was also a child, which was really, really nice. So I think Hazel misses Cider a little bit.
Engaged in lots of lovely childhood activities like drinking lots of rum and getting very drunk.
So fun. So fun.
Yeah, fun. Also, thank you so much for all the support just now. We literally went into level 5 of the hype train. Thank you so much. I wanted to say that before we started. Thank you.
And I'm Ed. I'm the GM. I am all of the other characters in this world. And I basically describe everything as it's happening and try and keep my own brain in track most of the time. But you will have also noticed that on our screen there is the Faith of the Gods bar. This is a donation bar. And as you have all ably demonstrated over the last few weeks, whenever you donate, you slowly inch the bar up and up and up until it reaches its uppermost limit. And when this limit is reached, you cause something to happen inside the game. Something to the narrative, something to the characters, something that I usually have up my sleeve, or something that I need to think of on the fly. But this week is a very special Faith of the Gods, because in addition to something happening inside the game, you will also trigger something to happen outside the game as well. And we'll reveal what that is if and when we come to it. But I think that's everything. So for now, sit back and try to ignore the unquiet waters as we delve once more into the dark world of Mournveil in Chapter 7, Corrupting Influence. Finding yourselves on the Isle of Galagurst, and with Ayleen unconscious within your room at the Drowned Man Inn, you were led by a local of the town, a young half-elf called Cider, towards the island shore. There, hoping to find the origin of the strange activity troubling the waters of the Pallid Lake. And there, you were met by the ruins of a ship. The same one, Hazel, that you grew up on as a child, somehow transported from the seas of the material plane to the waters of Mournveil. Swimming out into the lake, you were beset upon by a dire creature of tentacles and undead corpses, and you found yourselves fighting for your lives around the very ship itself. Eventually felling the monster, though not before Mank found himself gravely wounded, contracting the same blue rot disease that currently afflicted your friend Ayleen. Hazel, you dived deep into the depths of the lake with Cider to discover what lay beneath the waters within the hull of the ship. And there you found a black box, shut with chains, emanating an unholy crimson glow, and inside a sword. A sword that you had seen only once before, Hazel, a long, long time ago. And with it, you all found yourselves afflicted by feelings of bloodlust. And then, Hazel, visions. Visions of an ancient warrior at the head of a mighty army, a banner of a blood-red sword, and this same individual being locked within a stone sarcophagus, surrounded by similar stone tombs, deep, deep beneath the ground. Concerned for Mank's well-being, you all returned to the town of Port Gallagher's with the black box in tow, and after a fairly impromptu drinking session between Hazel and Cider, while Ayleen was still out of it and unable to tell you off, you bid goodbye to your new friend, with the promise of meeting again one day. But as attention turned towards your next movement, Martin Bertillo, the man with whom you had sailed to the island, still unaware that your companion was his daughter, he asked you all why you had referred to her as Ayleen. And as he stands there, above Ayleen, as she sleeps in her bed, and the two of you lock eyes with this man, and Mank sits off to one side, still sort of leaning over the bed, and though he is healing, he is still very much the worse for wear. Martin just turns to you both. Why did you use that name?
What name?
Yeah, what name, dude?
Ayleen. You referred to her as Ayleen.
No, we didn't. We didn't say
Make
that.
a deception check.
Who?
As Ayleen, both of you, as Ayleen, you slowly begin to stir, your vision blurry, and the light slowly coming in through your opening eyelids, and you squint a little bit and you see blurrily silhouetted above you Martin looking at your friend. And Hazel and Esther, you look at Martin and your words appear to ring true in his ears, but what are you doing as your friend begins to wake? And Ayleen, what are you doing?
Muted.
I'm a little bit confused, so I'm just going to look around to see where I am.
You look around and you see, unlike the, and thank you for the donation, nightly surroundings with which you fell asleep in, this is very daytimely. As you rise and you look around and you see Mank off to one side, you see your friends, but you see Martin stood next to you. He hasn't yet noticed that you're awake, but as he looks at your friends, it's just, I thought you said her name was Gertruda, so I'm just a little...
That is her name, so...
You heard it wrong.
Well, yeah, it's all in your head.
Gertruda, how are you doing? How are you feeling? You're alive.
Eileen's not laughing.
Is she awake yet?
Oh, my stomach.
Gertruda.
Huh?
You.
You.
Yeah, you. It's you, Gertruda.
What? And then I see Martin, and it was like, oh, right, yes. Oh, that's me. Definitely.
You remember who you are?
Yes. What? Where are we? What happened?
How are you feeling? Are you okay? Are you?
I mean, it hurts, but I think... Oh, I'm a little bit nauseous.
Do you need to puke? Yeah, then we need to get
I'm okay. I'm okay. It smells like alcohol here. Why does it smell like alcohol?
I have no idea.
No, it's no.
I would like to make a perception check.
make an insight check. Insight check to see what your friends have been up to.
I rolled a 20. I'm not 20.
Oh no! Wait, fuck, breath. Am I still drunk from last episode?
Yes, you are.
Your breath is heavy in the air, Hazel. It lingers in the very air between you and Ayleen. Ayleen, you know exactly what has fucking been going on. You know.
Hazel, have you been drinking?
So glad to see you. So glad you're doing well.
Hazel, this is not.
Man, let us drink, okay? And
Hey, don't
You all
don't
drank.
bring me into this.
It's not
We
what
all-
it smells like.
I'm
it's,
sorry.
it's for your wounds. It's the alcohol for your wounds, okay? It was.
I'm sorry. I got super distracted because we somehow met the faith of the gods.
Well,
We
okay.
just started. We just started.
Okay, so I know what I'm going to do, but Arianna, would you
Yes.
like to announce what? Yeah.
Yes. So, as some of you may know, Hazel, or actually Glosske, is sponsored by Zavvi, Zavvi, and she got us a super cool deal, which is a Dungeons and Dragons t-shirt. It's a Dungeons and Dragons esport t-shirt, black with like a red dragon on it, and it says Dungeons and Dragons, and we are allowed to give one away. So if you type, oh wait, let me turn that off. If you, there's no eligible users to win to give. Oh, if you type gods with full capital letters in the chat right now, then you're automatically joining the giveaway, which we will pick
Do it.
a winner later.
Do it.
Do it.
Look at all
So-
those gods.
Do it again.
Well-
Just do it again. Because that didn't
One
go
extra
well.
time. Yeah.
One more time. I might have just made it like mod only.
Oh!
I can
gods.
join.
All right.
More gods in chat.
So, as you sit there, and as you try and ascertain the source of this alcoholic stench in the air, can all of you make a wisdom saving throw for me, please? As the gods scream out in the heavens and chat.
22.
This is
13.
immediately the fate of the gods. Okay.
Says immediately, yeah.
That was a 10.
Okay. So, I'll roll for the Mank as well. Oh man, okay. So, Hazel, you're fine. The rest of you, however, as you sit there and stand and look at one another, there is a thrumming in the room. And Ayleen, as you're looking at your friends and looking around for the potential source of the rum, your eyes fall to something that was not in the room when you fell unconscious. You see black box. A black box that is covered in dark rusted chains with a black bat-shaped padlock on its front. And there's a strange just thrum from it. And everyone who rolled beneath a 15 takes 9 points of psychic damage as this ripple flies out from the box, cascading through the room. And as it hits you all, and Hazel, you feel this as well, and it is a familiar sensation, but you just shake it off. The rest of you, Mank included, start to see your friends very, very differently. They are little more than a collection of throbbing red arteries and veins. You see red glow coming off all of them. It is like you can see blood pumping round their body. You can see their lifeblood, their life force. And you know one other thing. Whatever is in that box, they want it. These other people around you, they cannot be trusted. They want what is in that box, but you are the one that deserves it. You want it. You want to open the box. You want to reach inside. It is only right. You should do it. And you should do it now. And you see as Mank slowly gets off the bed, his hand still on his wound, but limping forward. And looking furtively between all of you, he just suddenly and quite viciously brings out a knife and starts to try and open the padlock by force. And Ester and Ayleen, he is going to take from you what belongs to you.
Stop! Stop, that is mine! Get away
He just
from the box!
holds the dagger towards you. No. Step back. Step back. This is mine.
Hey, that's my box. What are you doing, Mank?
I would jump off the bed and try to tackle down Mank.
Okay, make an attack roll for me.
15.
15. You leap forward and slam into him, tackling him to the ground as his dagger just cascades across the room. Can you make a damage roll for me? Just an unarmed attack.
7. He was
Okay.
already so wounded.
He falls back against the ground, his head slams against the floorboard. And Hazel, as you're looking on and you see this strange scuffle in front of you, you see that Mank's eyes suddenly clear a little bit as he collides with the floorboards. Ayleen still looks wild as she looks towards the box. What are you doing? And Ester, what are you doing?
Ester slowly gets up and walks towards the box.
Is the box
Kinda.
carryable?
It is quite heavy, and it is quite large as well. You would need to make a
Okay.
strength check to try and carry it.
Well, I would definitely try that. So I'll do a strength check.
Okay.
14?
14. You reach down, just and one end comes off the floor, but you can see that Ester is moving towards it. Ester, what are you doing? And Hazel, as you look on, what are you doing as well?
I jump on the box. It's my box. Can you step away?
I would smack Hazel like with a backhand off the... I'm sorry, I'm not in control of my actions.
Make an attack roll.
20? Not 20, 26.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Roll for damage, please.
What the fuck?
I'm so sorry. 9.
So the hand just comes out of nowhere, Hazel, as it just catches you across the cheek and you fly backwards onto the ground. And Jerry immediately jumps off and towards you, just nuzzling towards you, seeing if you're okay, as Mank stands. And Mank is going to try and attack you, Ayleen. And he completely misses as he just flies forward and turns towards you, Hazel. Hazel, are you all right?
I'm alright, but Ayleen is not. She just hit me.
Yeah, no, I see that. Right. And he...
Hit her back.
Esther, what are you doing?
Esther tries to grasp for the box, at least.
Okay.
She's not mad. She just wants the box.
Okay, so if you and Ayleen can make contesting strength
Okay.
rolls for me, please.
13.
Is it strength? Where is it?
Left up. First one.
That one. 17.
Oh, shit.
The box slides out of your grasp, Ayleen, as it just onto the floor. As Ester just slowly begins to take one side of it. Hazel, what are you doing? As your two friends are grappling over the box, and Mank is slowly, he's putting his dagger away, but he's turning in the direction of your friends. What are you doing?
I am angry. This is my box. Nobody takes my box. And
Me
she
too.
jumps
Mhm.
on the box. You
Hazel,
hear the
get off.
thunder. You hear the thunder. I'm gonna do a thunder wave.
Oh, no.
Hazel's angry.
Wait, what am I supposed to do with that?
Nothing. You lose. A wave
So
of thunderous force sweeps out from you. Each creature in a 14 cube radius has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, so that will include Mank, so he will roll as well. Oh, man.
Oh, no.
Bye, Eileen.
11. Let's see.
All right.
Okay.
You did it. Let me see. You take 2d8 thunder damage, and you get pushed away 10 feet.
Are you going to do the roll or do I
Yes.
roll? Oh.
I'm gonna do that. You take 9 damage.
So as Hazel jumps on top of the box, and it just sort of once again buckles under the weight of an additional person standing on top of it, and Ester, you just it crunches to the floor, and with a you all fly back. Even Martin has to duck behind the bed to avoid it. But Mank, Ester, and Ayleen, you all fly back in an almost perfect circle, slamming against the walls of the room and falling to the ground. And suddenly, your vision clears once more. And you see yourself just sitting on the floor with Hazel standing in the center of the room atop this box. And in between the gaps of the lid, you see a dull red, throbbing in and out, almost like a heartbeat, before it slowly fades.
Like, do I remember everything that I just did?
No, you do not.
What happened? I'm on the floor again. Oh my god, I keep fainting.
You guys stay away from my box and nobody gets hurt, okay? It's my box. I got it from my ship. It belongs to me.
I don't want your box. What are you talking
about?
Don't try to steal my box ever again.
Oh
What?
no, I think I'm losing my mind, guys.
No, it's happened. The same happened to me. I don't. What the frick just happened?
You went crazy and tried to steal the box.
No, I didn't. I just
You
woke
don't
up.
remember? Just happened 1
I
second
just
ago.
woke up and then all of a sudden I smelled alcohol and I fainted again and now I'm on the floor.
Maybe you should go back to sleep. Right?
I
Maybe you're not okay yet. I don't know.
think we were all affected,
What?
except for you, Hazel, right?
What? Affected by what?
Did Martin say anything? He's sitting there behind the bed.
Martin's head just pops over the bed and just it's just like the young girl said. You all went forward and you were attacking one another, trying to take the box from
What?
each other.
I want to go home. I want to go home. We have to go home.
We need
We
to
have to figure out what our next move is. I
the
think.
box. We were gonna find out where.
Stop. Where even are we?
Oh, that's right. You don't know. Oh, yeah. We
All
forgot.
I remember that we were fighting and we got on the shore and I saw someone tiny. I think it was a boy, and now we're here and now we're attacking each other. What is happening? What have I missed?
Yeah, that was unlucky, the attacking thing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I did anything.
No, but seriously, what happened? Someone fill me in. I'm terrified.
How do we summarize this?
A lot has happened. We made
yeah.
a new friend. cider. It was really cute.
You became friends with a drink?
With the drink?
Yeah, the cider. The cider drink. And the
does
cider,
that
like...
exist in this realm?
Yeah,
Then yeah, it was a drink, but it was also a boy.
the cider that like to
I see.
drink rum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, from the start, what happened, and why did that boy control my mind?
No, I didn't control you. You got the blue rot. The
what?
I don't know. Yeah, blue rot. I don't know.
What is blue rot?
It was like an infection or something from those zombies, right?
Is that what my stomach is?
Yeah. You rotten in your stomach.
And
Thanks.
I got it too, so I know how much it sucks.
But why are you not? Why did you sleep too?
No.
Quite well last night, I did. This, the young boy, Cider, he brought us here. We're currently in Port Gallagher's, in an inn called the Drowned Man.
Cider's a boy?
Yes,
Yeah.
young
So
boy.
not the drink.
Not the drink, no.
He likes to
I
drink.
can't understand. Okay,
And
so we
and
are
then
in an inn.
Yeah, this is where we left you. And then we went to try to...
You left me?
With Martin. Martin was a good boy. He stayed with you all the time.
I did.
I would look at Hazel because I've told Hazel that was my dad. So I'd look at her with like a meaningful gaze to see if she said anything.
Make an insight check.
Me or she? I don't actually know. I just did it. 13.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's hard to tell. Hazel has her sweet innocent face on.
All right.
Yeah.
So
And
you'll-
then we went and we killed this giant fish thing. And we found Hazel's ship. That was cool as well.
That
Yeah.
was strange.
And we found the box there. So that's why we have the box now. Yeah.
That's why the box is mine. It was on my ship.
Yeah.
Nobody
See-
touches the box.
what's
I don't want your box. I'm sorry.
See, that's something that I still haven't quite got my head around. We haven't actually discussed it, but now that we are all of us met again, perhaps it would be a good time to ask you, Hazel. You say that ship was yours and where you come from, right?
Yes. That's where I grew up.
Right. But you understand that's impossible because nothing comes into Mournveil.
Well, I mean, it is the ship. I also don't know how that's possible. I thought the ship would be in Neverwinter. That's the last time I saw it in Neverwinter.
Yeah, that's weird.
But it was definitely my ship because I looked around and I just remembered how everything looked. And it's definitely my ship. I don't know how, but
You know, I think we should believe her. I think it's a weird coincidence.
Well,
Honestly.
if it is true, then I suppose the next question is why? And what it has to do with this box and the sword inside it. Oh yeah, there's a sword, by the way.
Yeah.
is
Good
this
looking
what
sword.
the old man was looking for? What's his name again?
What, Mr. DuPont?
Yeah.
Really?
Should we bring it back to him?
I mean, it
Listen-
looks like the various pendants and symbols that we've been finding around Mournveil. This red-bladed sword, black hilt, seems to match everything we've been finding so far. I'd be surprised if it weren't connected somehow.
Isn't it your sword, Hazel?
No, it's not mine. I have seen it before, but it's
Well,
definitely
It was in your ship, so
Yeah. Maybe it belonged to my family. It's a nice sword.
mm,
Well, I think whatever our next move is, we need to get that sword somewhere isolated.
really.
Yeah.
But don't we want to go and check it out? Like,
Yeah, go to the blacksmith. Maybe he knows.
yeah.
I mean, looking at the effect that it has had on us, and look, every time I've been sent away by Mr. DuPont to look for artifacts that have this symbol on, you know, the first thing that I've done when I've got one, I've broken it before I brought it back. Because every time
What?
Every
Why?
time I found one of these things, it corrupts the land around it and the animals around it. I mean, you saw what was happening near that ship on this island. So if that's what these small trinkets can do,
So this is dangerous.
We don't know that. Honestly.
I mean, we're all
Could be.
perfectly willing to gouge one another's eyes out just now, just to open it. That seems fairly dangerous to me.
That happened?
Do we need to destroy it?
I think we should check it out first. At least ask them. Instead of destroying it.
No,
right
we're
away.
destroying it.
Right away? Not
Yes.
even ask.
If it's true,
What
might
it is, so we can get some clue on what this is about.
It belongs to someone.
Yeah, it could belong to your family, and naturally, we might get more clues about your family.
As
Hazel.
Esther says family, I would like look at Martin and just get distracted from there on out, just looking and thinking.
He's just watching the conversation. He seems very out of his depth as he just looks between you all. But Mank looks at all of you and, look, we came here to try and find out what the source of the pendants washing up on shore was, and by extension to see what was happening in the waters of the Pallid Lake, what was corrupting this island. I think we have found that now. I believe this is what Mr. DuPont sent us here to find. Perhaps Mr. DuPont might be the person to take this to next if you really want to find out what this is. But I can guarantee you he won't have any answers either, not immediately.
I think that's a good idea to bring it to Mr. DuPont, because he has knowledge about these symbols, and if he manages to take the sword, he's old anyway, so we can kill him.
It's an interesting perspective, but sure. One more question for you, Hazel. Sorry, you go, Eileen.
Well, I just don't think that if this corrupts everything around it, I don't think we should take it back home. Or, I mean, back to the other land. There's people there. There's children there. If anything, people here are used to it because they live here, I guess, and they're still alive. I don't know. Are the people alive? Are there actual people here beside that cider boy? I don't know.
There's a lot of people here. So
Yes.
the town is full. Yeah.
Then
Yeah,
maybe we
busy.
could like go back and go get him. I don't think we should be traveling with that. First of all, I don't know what we're gonna do when we're in the boat, and we could murder each other on our way back. And second of all, we might actually bring a curse back to the mainland and just. I don't think it's. I think we should destroy it. I vote destroy.
That's the safest option. Sure.
It's up to you guys. I can't be bothered, honestly.
If you think you can destroy it.
I mean,
How
Mike, I
do we-
assume you know how to destroy it.
Not me. I didn't even know what we were going to find here.
But you said you've destroyed these kind of things before.
Yeah, small, like, necklaces and pendants, but that's, it's just a small ruby. You just knock it with a rock and...
Then we knock this with a rock.
I mean, good luck.
What do you suggest?
For once, I don't have a witty comeback. I don't have a witty retort. I actually don't know.
Self-aware, man.
Well, I know my character type.
Okay.
Should we bring it into the woods and take a look at it?
Throw it into the water.
What? No, you can't throw it in the
in.
water. We have to destroy it. We have to make it stop glowing.
Yeah. We'll do it then.
What if we take it to the woods and try to set it on fire? Maybe it melts.
We can try. We can certainly try.
Okay.
Look, I'm not at full strength. I am simply going to go with whatever you decide, but I don't know. I do know that this man, and he points to Martin, has a child waiting for him back at home. So whatever we decide, we need to be
Where do
quick
you
about it.
All of a sudden you care about the kid? Mank.
Well,
What's going on? Are you turning into a nice person?
no, I'm not. I just have
Okay.
a blue rock.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There's the blue rod.
It's the blue rock.
It makes you nicer, Ayleen. You must be super nice now.
Wow. Thanks.
Ah.
Anyway, what are we doing? Let's put this to a vote. I vote the rock. Do it here. Do it quick. Do it now. Who's with me?
We could do rock first and then forest. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, let's take it out.
Yeah.
I wouldn't touch it.
So
Well, I
take the
brought
box.
it here. You can touch the box.
You can touch the box, but you cannot open it, right? Can you open it?
Well, yeah, I have opened it and looked
Have you
at
touched what was inside?
it. No.
Okay, let's try to avoid that. And I would look around if there's anything like sharp / rock-like.
I would say in this room, not much. It is fairly bare. There's beds, there are bedside tables, there's a tin bath off to one side. But in terms of like sharp objects, not so much.
All right, we should probably go outside to find something that we could destroy it with. I mean, you guys were outside, right? Did you see anything?
Yeah.
Is there any rocks around?
Yeah. Up north.
Okay, is it far? Is it safe?
It's not far. Yeah, it's safe.
Okay.
We just need to get out of town. There's a lot of people, so maybe we just hurry. I hope nobody sees.
Okay, sure.
I
Like,
think
Ayleen is
whatever-
not aware of, like, it being dangerous outside of the town, so she's like, yeah, sure.
I would say that whatever it is that we do it away from people. We've seen what effect it has on us and on creatures in the lake. I'd say the more isolated we are, the better.
Okay.
Oh.
How you fit to walk, Mank?
It should be fine. I might be a bit slower, but I'll be fine.
Just shout and I'll carry it. Don't worry.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you guys carry? I'm too small.
Yeah, I can carry it.
And I would, like, walk towards the crate and lift one side of it up and, like, look at Esther first to see if she takes the other side.
Yeah, she does. She understands right.
And then I would look at Martin to see what he's doing.
Martin just looks at you all, and you can see that he's looking a little nervous at all of this. This is far above his pay grade and absolutely not what he signed on for, as he just stands there wringing his hands a little bit. And, right, I'll go you're all going, I suppose.
Well, yeah, you're coming with us because we don't want you to sail off. That still stands. I don't know what happened or what you did while I was sleeping, but I still don't trust you, so.
All right, fine.
He can't run off. He'll die if he
He'll
does
run
that.
off. That's how he is. I mean, that's how people like that are. Usually. Let's go. And I would push Ester forwards because she's carrying the other side of the box.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
So, as you head downstairs and through the bar of the drowned man, you come outside. And for the first time, Ayleen, you see the bustling city of, or the bustling town, rather, of Port Galagurst. It is a fairly cramped town. It's very much in the shape of a large open eye that slowly makes its way towards the docks at one end. But for however small the actual town is, the streets themselves are bustling. They are crammed with carts and people and vendors. It seems almost like there are too many people to live in this town. They seem to be clambering over one another, bustling to and fro. It is overwhelming. And as you step out and the grey sunlight streams down, all of you step out with this fairly large and heavy box. Where are you headed?
To the north. Kind of back to where the ship was, but not all the way because that's a bit scary. But I remember there's quite a lot of rocks there. Is it far from where we are?
Not too far, no. It's probably a couple of hours walk, you remember?
Alright, how about we stop like when we're almost there? Because then there's nobody, and it's not like the danger zone. Does that sound good?
Wait, what danger zone?
Well, we had a fight at the ship. But they're all dead, doesn't matter. Just don't go all the way to the ship.
Okay.
We should.
Your parents are dead?
What?
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 I thought you said you were all dead. On the ship. No? You meant like in general?
What? My parents?
No, I don't know. I'm take it back. I was just a question. I didn't realize. No, I just
My parents are not dead.
no, of course they're not.
Oh. They're just some creatures, not my parents.
I'm sorry. Esther, hurry up a bit.
No, let's go. No.
As you walk forward, and you make your way through the streets, you find yourselves set on either side by a variety of different vendors and markets. But Hazel, as all of you are walking, you start to realize that someone is keeping a very close eye on you. You feel eyes on the back of your head, and as you turn around, you can see behind you, in a fairly oversized trench coat, a very, very small, quite spindly gnome with very flappy ears and wispy strands of white hair just hanging down either side of his face, and large, bulbous, fairly bloodshot eyes, and he's just walking after you, just...
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Good evening. The name is Imple. I was wondering if you would be interested in purchasing some magical items.
No, thank you. Can you please leave us alone?
Oh, but I have this lovely, hang on.
And he's sort of rooting around through his trench coat.
I've got this lovely lucky rock.
No, thank you.
Oh, it'll only set you back 100 gold, but I can assure you it's worth every single penny.
100 gold.
100 gold for a lucky rock, a very lucky rock, my lovely lady.
100 gold is a lot, Hazel. Isn't
It's
it?
not too much for good luck, I can assure you that.
That's
And
a pretty
he
rock.
pats his leg, and you hear a fairly wooden sound coming from underneath the trouser leg.
So lucky that you lost your leg?
Well, no, that's the thing. I went out into the lake several months ago. It was bitten clean off. Then I found this rock. I've not had anything else bitten off ever since. Of course, I've gone into the water since, but I'm just kidding. I'm a comedian, is what.
I think we're good. Thanks for the offer, though.
You get the rock for 10 gold.
Esther, why?
10 gold.
Make a persuasion check.
11.
He looks at you and
25. No lower.
Esther, I don't think that's a lucky.
We don't want it.
No.
What if it is?
we
I mean, it's your money, but
kind of need the money to buy like
What?
horses and a castle and stuff.
We're gonna buy a castle?
oh my goodness gracious, look at the thing. I'm not talking about the rock.
What thing?
Talking about me.
What's your name?
My name is Impy.
Impy, oh
Mr.
yeah.
Impy.
Can I buy your leg instead? Your wooden leg?
I mean, how much are you offering?
50 gold for it?
Guys,
50 gold.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
and he just sits
Okay.
down on the ground and sort of looking over to one side. You can see that there is a bundle of what look to be a number of sticks. And looking at the owner of this particular shop, he just furtively, like, when he's looking away, just grabs a particularly thick stick and just, like, props himself up like a crutch and just, here you go. Finest leg in Port Gallagher's.
Wow.
There you go.
oh,
Very small, probably won't fit you, but it might fit your little friend if, you know, the worst happens.
Oh yeah, it's a lucky. It's okay. It's a lucky leg.
Lucky leg, lucky,
Okay.
lucky leg.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Lovely. Well, pleasure doing business. So the 50 gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Lovely.
And he takes it quite greedily, and you can see in his eyes, especially you, Eileen, there's an element of disbelief that he's managed to get away with this, as he just like pockets the gold, and he's like, "Well, I'll keep my lucky rock, and hopefully, maybe I'll perchance upon another leg."
Yeah, maybe. If it is lucky, so to say, I think it's your leg that is lucky. Man. So I think
Maybe. In which case, I hope it gives you more luck than it has more.
Skip away now.
All right. Ta-ta now.
Goodbye.
And he just away, leaving you with this small wooden leg.
Yeah.
what are you gonna do with that leg, Esther?
I don't know. I just wanted to cripple him.
I wanna
Wow.
try to take the money back when he turns around.
Oh.
Oh,
Make a sleight of hand check.
Do it.
11?
11. You reach out and your hand manages to slip in just a tiny bit, and you're able to very quickly like grab a couple of coins before you see him just start to turn, and you withdraw your hand very quickly. You're able to grab maybe around 12 gold in total, but he just sort of looks around and
You reconsider the rock?
I'll think about it.
Oh, okay. Well, be seeing ya.
and he just walks off down the road before disappearing into the crowd, which is not difficult. He is very, very small.
all right. Well,
That was fun. Yeah, that was.
all right. Can we just? Yeah. And now we just keep on walking again.
Mm-hmm.
Is he not following us anymore?
Make a perception check.
I think he just wanted to sell us stuff.
23.
It looks like Impy has left you satisfied with the fact that he has probably more gold than he would make in a month.
Yeah.
You kind of overpaid for that.
Yeah, that's
You're just
okay.
taking it, you know.
That's okay. I think he's happy at least, and I'm happy that I got a leg. You know, I don't know what to do with it, but
Yeah, how are you gonna carry it with you?
I have no idea. I just wanted to do something. That was weird, but
Nice.
yeah.
Maybe we can use it for future adventures.
If we find
Or
if we
We
find
can
a
we can use it to destroy the sword.
True. Maybe.
Stamp on it.
Yeah.
Fake leg.
Yeah. That actually might work.
That might actually work.
Yeah, right?
Is this the spot where we're gonna
Let's
do
get
it?
away from the people first. And then we just keep walking because we were still among people.
So you continue walking, and as you do so, you can hear just every so often just a just from the box as you continue making your way until eventually you come to the large, impressive gates outside Port Gallagher. And making your way through, Ayleen, for the first time, as you make your way out of the town and you turn around, you see all around the outside of the town, there are large, piling, steaming bonfires that, as you look closely, are fueled almost entirely by the corpses of rats, cats, dogs, and you can see wood in amongst it as well, but the smell is putrid. But you make your way far from Port Gallagherst, north. And as you walk over the various dips and troughs and peaks that line the island, Ayleen, you just hear Martin next to you as he keeps pace and when did you join the Order of Dawn, if you don't mind my asking?
And she would quickly start thinking if she's gonna if she wants him to figure it out or not. And I'd say 15 years ago.
Did you ever meet there was a young girl. I mean, I've told you already, but did you ever meet Ayleen at the monastery?
Yeah, I knew her.
What was life like at the monastery?
It was... And she kind of wants to say a lot of bad things, but then she can't say anything bad about the monastery, so... Good. It was really good. They were good to us. They were good to Ayleen. She was very happy.
So like you, is she... I don't know what the correct term is, but is she traveling as well, do you think?
She was. But she failed her first task, so she was sent back.
Oh.
Why? Do you want to see her?
It's just good to know that she is all right, I suppose.
Do you want to see her?
I don't think I can.
Why not?
After all this time.
Why not?
Because I know her mother and I made the right choice. It's not always easy explaining that to her. It's not always easy explaining that in hindsight.
Well, I mean, there's nothing to explain. I don't even think she cares. I don't even think she wants to know.
So at the monastery, you put aside all those things from your previous life, yes?
Yes, correct.
So she wouldn't remember.
No,
anyway.
no chance. No chance. She doesn't care.
I suppose that is some small mercy.
I guess.
So do monks usually travel with so many people? And he looks towards Esther and then back at Hazel and Bank.
No, we're usually alone. It's just that Hazel is young enough, and we're kind of trying to recruit her. So that's why I'm here with Hazel.
Oh, really?
Yes. But she's getting older now. So gotta hurry up, I guess.
Why children? I mean, why specifically children?
I'm not sure if I'm allowed to speak about that.
Of course.
But since I'm pretty sure you have nobody to say it to, I think it's because it's easy. It's easy to make them forget. They don't have a lot of baggage. They don't have a lot of memories. And they are good to mold into perfection, which is what the light is.
Seems somewhat sad
Why?
to forget. Oh, well. I mean, Ayleen, for example, perhaps it was for the best, because ultimately she was.
What?
We gave her away. Oh, well, we made a decision that we were too poor, and that was no life for her. A life with the Order seemed better than a life of nothing.
Do you know that nobody at the Order has any gold except for the elders? Do you know that she's probably way poorer than when you left her? I mean, you had a house. You had a comfortable bed.
Do you remember anything of your parents?
No.
Do you ever worry that perhaps your parents made similar mistakes?
Mistakes?
I can't pretend I don't regret giving my daughter away. It was, like I say, I believe it was for the best, but to say goodbye to a daughter is a terrible thing. That's why I do not think I could do it again. That's why I hold on to Arietta with everything that I have.
So, Is it safe to assume that it wasn't you who had the idea?
Regrettably, it was. It was my wife who. It was my wife who, after the fact, wished to change things. She became convinced that the Order might renege on their deal, and more than once she climbed the sunrise peaks to the monastery, asking just to see her, but she was told the same thing every time. The deal had been made. In time, it just became too difficult. I could see that it was affecting her relationship with Arianna, so we wanted very different things. So I left with Arianna, and she stayed in Witchall. I don't know what she does now.
I think I saw her.
How do you mean?
Ayleen. Ayleen, obviously not her mother. I don't know what her mother looks like. No, Ayleen at the monastery when we went there the other day, and she seemed very happy, so that's good.
Well, I'm glad. Thank you. He just steps back and falls behind a little bit as you all continue walking. Ester and Hazel, is there anything that you want to do as you continue walking north?
Did we hear any of this, or were?
Make a perception
I
check.
sure hope not, Hazel.
Because wasn't Ayleen carrying the chest with Esther?
Ooh, I got a 23 because I was so close. So I heard it all.
Yeah, Esther heard everything.
Yeah, Esther, you heard all of this.
Yeah.
You heard the conversation between Martin and Gertrude.
Including the Hazel part.
I mean, almost definitely, yeah.
Oh, shit. Can we do
Esther
this
doesn't-
beforehand next time?
Esther doesn't make any comments. She's like processing everything, pretty much trying to put together what she heard, because she didn't know about the Ayleen and her dad. She didn't know about that, but now she's kind of trying to put things together. Why Ayleen was acting so weird with Martin.
So, you continue walking north until eventually you come to a fairly open and fairly rocky outcropping. There are sharp stones all about, and you can hear the soft slush of the waves just a little way off, but this area appears secluded.
Is this the spot?
Yeah, we could do it here, right?
I will place my part of the box down, my side.
Yeah. Okay.
Is
So-
everyone feeling okay?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm actually better than I've been in a long time.
Ooh, that's nice.
So what is the plan if this doesn't work?
I guess we die.
We set it on. We set it on fire. So bonk,
Yes.
bonk rock, and then we torch it, and then we feed it to a bear or something.
We improvise.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe there's a curse. If okay, let's beat it with a rock first. Strongest person here. You wanna do it, Ayleen?
I could try.
Hit
Wait,
it
am I the
with
strongest?
the leg?
You got the close combat muscles. Right?
All right.
But you can't touch it.
I won't touch it. Don't worry about it.
What's your strength
What?
score? What's your strength score?
Is this Hazel or is this Glosske asking?
How would you rate
God's
your
asking.
strength?
Well, I'd say like 14 out of 10.
14. Okay.
I'll try. Is there like a
Try it with the leg.
is there anything pointy on the leg or is it just wood?
It's just woods. It's a very simple, like, it's kind of like a Pinocchio leg. It's sort of hinged at the ankle, and there's a small, like, incline at the top for
Don't
where
break it.
the knee rests.
I don't think the wood is gonna work. I would just like look around to see if there's
Yeah,
a
don't
big
break it.
rock.
Okay. As you do so, Mank kneels down and starts to unlock the chains, and there is a as the padlock just opens, its bat-shaped mouth just, and as it does so, the chains fall slack all around it, and tentatively, Mank slowly opens the black lid. And for the first time, Ayleen, you see inside, wrapped in white cloth, a long red sword with a black, almost marble hilt in the shape of a bat with an outstretched mouth and wings that stretch out to either side. And as Mank tentatively peels back the cloth around it, you see the blade. It seems to shift underneath the surface, like blood in the water. Looking around, you see there are a number of fairly large and sharp rocks as well, and you're able to collect a few of these as you bring them back.
That is an impressive looking sword.
That's really cool.
All right. Wish me luck, guys. And we just like grab one of the biggest with like pointy end stones. You all ready?
Do it. Do it. Do it.
All right. Here we go. And I would smash the stone down as hard as I could.
Okay. So if you make a strength check for me, please.
19.
Yeah, let's go.
Hey.
Oh no. Oh no.
You bring the stone up and angling it at just the right point, you just bring it down, and as you do, it collides, and there is a moment, almost a suspension of time, as it just, and then suddenly there is a, as this sort of red force just flies all about in a perfect circle, and you all watch as you stagger back a little bit, and you see from underneath the pores of your skin, droplets of red blood moving up into the air and slowly moving into the blade itself. You each take 5 points of force damage as you just stagger back a little bit, and there is a very satisfied from the blade.
Yeah. I don't like that.
That's not a good sign.
I don't like that.
Oh no. I would look at the sword to see what it was looking like now.
Make a perception check.
8. I don't see shit.
You are still fairly lightheaded, to be honest, as you just feel a little unsteady on your feet, all of you.
Did the sword just drink our blood?
Oh, I don't feel so well.
It's above the.
Did
It has to
Did
be.
it work? Did it work though?
I don't think so.
No,
This
it did
is-
not.
This is about vampires, isn't it? I'm pretty sure.
We need something. We need something else.
No. I think we should.
Cursed. No, this is So this
Fire,
is.
ice.
I
Wish we
don't.
had a sorcerer with us.
Yeah.
That would be very convenient right now. All I have is thunder.
All I have is in my hands.
You come across, you've come across the symbol before. You said the red-bladed sword.
Who?
All of you before we met. I'm
Well-
fairly certain.
It was a necklace.
Yeah, it was the necklace. I don't
And what?
know.
Happened when you found it.
Oh, that was a long time ago.
It's
Um,
only Hazel that has been talking about dreams.
Like the
That's-
thing is, I remember that I was fast asleep, like always apparently, and it was Ophelia and Claire that dealt with it, I think. But there was another time. Didn't we see this as well, guys, when we were like at the lighthouse? Like at the house with the boat.
I don't think I was
Like
with you guys. I don't remember.
Oh, was that before you? I don't know. I don't feel. I feel so lightheaded. It's
No,
it's
wasn't
not-
that an amulet?
Probably.
I don't know. But this symbol has been popping up here and there, and I've been dreaming about it ever since Neverwinter, so
I
it has to mean something.
I think it's about vampires. I think I've seen this before. I do recognize it. I have some experience in hunting wood vampires in the woods. But it's just the blood and everything is just, it has to be something with vampires.
Are there vampires here?
I've
World.
yeah, I've caught vampires before.
Hazel, we
Some-
ran into one of them.
Yeah.
They took Claire. Remember?
Wasn't that just one?
Yeah, but
There's
there's
more.
one. There's more, right?
Are they in groups like wolves?
I don't.
They could be in groups. They some of them, they have
Pretty
tribes.
easy to kill.
Some. The wood ones are not hard. I don't know about the ones that live among people. I don't know about those.
May I do a history check to see what I know about vampires?
Absolutely, yeah.
15.
So you have studied a lot at the monastery, and in fact, there was a whole period of time that was dedicated to a group that was simply called the Vampire Courts. When Mournveil was first brought to this plane of existence, cut off from the material plane and moved to the Shadowfell, you know from your history that shortly after Mournveil was brought here, before it was the Valley of the Morning, which is where it drew its name, but when it was brought here, the sun was grey, the skies were overcast, and all around the valley was a gigantic mist wall. All who move into it disappear forever, and nothing comes through. Nothing except nightmares and creatures. And when Mournveil was first brought here, such creatures came. Vampires. And they came to the city of Mournmount, the primary capital of Mournveil. And upon arrival, they were let inside, and they met with the 9 noble families of Mournveil. The doors were shut behind them, and to this day, no one knows what was discussed within those walls. But they left, apparently sated, and every 10 years, they return to Mournmount, and they meet with the 9 noble families. Even as members of their family pass away and new generations rise to take their stead, it is always the same, like the inner workings of a clock. Every 10 years, the vampires come, they talk, and then they leave. Beyond this, very little is known. But there are reports. There are reports from over Mournveil of sightings of individuals being drained of blood. Individuals flying through the air like a swarm of bats. And there is nothing really to substantiate these rumors, but these rumors exist. And all that you do know is that vampires, whatever their purpose and whatever their reason for being within Mournveil, or indeed outside of it, they are incredibly dangerous for all the horrors that exist within Mournveil, for all the werewolves and the merfolk. Vampires are the most dangerous.
I don't know how this blade would work.
I think
How we can stop it without it taking our blood.
we have to ask someone for this. I think we can't. We need to see.
But what are we
What
going
if-
to do with it in the meantime?
What if this sword is the only way to kill the vampires and we shouldn't destroy it? Yeah,
mean-
just an idea.
I have no idea really with this one.
I mean, it's not so much about how to kill a vampire, it's more about how to get rid of this curse, right? That is most important. Right?
I mean, if we assume, and this is a leap of logic, but if we assume this box was on your parents' ship, however it arrived, it only seemed to affect the area around it. So one would assume wherever the sword goes, much like the pendants, much like the necklaces I have found, it is an area of effect. Wherever it moves, the land around it is corrupted.
Yeah.
So one would hope that in moving it away from here, perhaps things might get better. They might not. I don't know.
get that, but where do you take it? Because where can we take it where it cannot hurt?
Yeah. Where do we put it?
Bottom of the water? I don't know how deep it is. I don't know if the
What if
fish
someone
will...
finds it?
And that was the trouble to begin with. It was already at the bottom of the lake.
Oh, you picked it up from the bottom of a lake. I thought you were in a ship.
No, yeah, and underneath the ship, like in there.
Oh,
A dove.
that does explain the fish.
Yeah. And the zombies, I think.
I'm thinking, do I know a place where it could go?
I guess. Oh, I have to go ask someone about this.
I mean, what about isn't there like in the northeast, isn't there like a wasteland? Can we take it there? Or do people live there as well?
I mean, if you're talking about the wastelands north of Renoras,
Yeah,
they've been dead for a very long time.
we take it
What
there.
if someone finds it? We should throw it in a volcano so nobody can touch it.
There are no volcanoes around here.
No.
You'd bury it, I guess.
I mean, if it doesn't do well in the bottom of an ocean, I don't think it's gonna do well in the bottom of the earth.
Well,
there's no fish in there.
Sick. No, and then the plants
there-
rot and the animals
there
get sick and
animals
then
in the
all
wasteland?
die and people start
I've-
eating mushrooms and everyone dies.
Is there animals in the wasteland though? Is there?
It's nothing. It's just empty. It's just dead, right?
Digging it there wouldn't be that bad, I think, maybe.
I mean, it's not a bad idea, and we can pass through Renoras on the way.
Yeah. We just have to take it with us very carefully, I guess.
So we're not going to destroy it, we're just going to get rid of it.
We don't know how to destroy it. Maybe DuPont knows. I don't know. We need to know though what this is, because it might hurt us even more if we keep trying to hurt it.
Well, it's as close a thing to a plan as I've heard so far, so...
Yeah.
Right.
What do you think, Case?
I think it's moving the problem. But maybe it's the answer. I don't know. It's a difficult decision. What if this is the only way we can get rid of the vampires, though?
Yeah.
What if we touch it, we become a vampire?
Well, do you want to become a vampire?
Don't.
Maybe it's cool.
You can't
No,
eat
don't.
me in that case.
Don't touch it.
You can eat Meg.
It
What the fuck did I do?
was a joke.
Language, Mac.
F word, Meg.
I swear that fucking
It was a joke. I was messing with you. It'd be fun to be a vampire.
Hazel, it's not gonna turn you into a vampire. If anything, it turns you into dust.
You would be forever a child in that case.
Yeah.
It's
Could
not
jump
gonna
on beds
tu-
forever.
Yeah.
Yay! I
So,
don't think it's a bad idea.
Mank, let's talk. You and me, as two adults.
An adult.
Wastelands, yes or no?
Like I said, it's the first good idea I've heard all day. I think the Wastelands is a good bet. The whole area has been a mystery for some time. There used to be some towns out there, Glendale and Duskmark, but they fell a very long time ago, and as far as I'm aware, only the dead roam the streets now. So, if you're looking for a place with no living people,
I agree. 100%.
Okay, let's do it then.
I'll warn you now, there is a reason that people don't venture there.
Trust me, we've seen so much now. Nothing's gonna scare us like that. It's fine. We can handle it. And if not, then that would be a very nice ending to a nightmare.
Well, I'll follow your lead then.
Okay, so I say back to the boat.
Both we go.
All
Or
right.
you want to rest first?
No, I think we're all good, right?
We should.
Did the boat even survive? Do we even have the boat still?
I mean, it should be staying there.
We're good?
I guess.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
it should be where we left it.
I want to lock the box, just in
So-
case.
You close the lid once more, and you pull the chains around and just click the padlock back into place, and the bat's mouth just closes once more. And there is still the thrum from inside, but it has abated somewhat, almost as though it is resting after feeding.
Can I
Huh.
put another lock around it? I have a rope. Can I go around it and put a special rope knot?
Yeah, of course you can.
I have an idea, and correct me if this is a silly idea, but what if when we get to land, we start collecting all animals we can find? Because I don't know if it's just my imagination or not, but it seems a lot calmer than it was when we went here. So maybe what it wants is blood. So if we cannot, maybe we could like kill animals with it or sprinkle blood over it, that it would like calm down.
Gonna sacrifice cute little animals. Wow, Ayleen.
Jerry
You
just
literally eat bacon for breakfast every single day, Hazel. Do you know what bacon is?
I don't kill them. I only eat them. That doesn't make me evil person.
Boo.
They wouldn't be dead if you didn't eat them.
The hunters kill them. I don't.
We can take fish. Feed it fish.
I don't know
Maybe
how
like
much
fish.
blood is there in...
There's blood in fish. You can just-
And not a lot, though. Also, they're also animals. Why is that different? I don't understand. I'd say we get a
I'm
few
okay,
big
yeah.
animals. Horses, cows, dogs, cats.
Not dogs, not cats. Dogs.
Not horses either.
Well, I can get some
Guys, this is
deers and stuff if we
This
need
is
that.
important. We can't start feeling these feelings about animals.
Maybe we make it in time.
What?
Before it gets thirsty again, the sword.
Okay. And I would just like look at Mank to see if he understood what I meant, because that's all that mattered to me.
seems thoroughly amused by this entire conversation.
Oh, that would actually frustrate Ayleen, and she would just roll her eyes and just like, let's go back. We should probably sleep before we get to the boat again, because I don't feel well. It's like I have almost half my health gone.
Well, we can perhaps take turns keeping watch. I don't think we are out of the woods yet.
All right.
You don't want to go back to the inn, or do we have to?
We should definitely go back to the inn. I don't know what killed all these animals here, but I'm not ready to find out what that was. So yeah, I'd say go back to the inn.
Okay. So, picking up the box, you head back in the direction of Port Gallagherst, carrying the black box with you. And for expediency's sake, you head inside and you take the box up to the same room that you had. I'm going to take this moment to take a little 5-minute break, mainly because I need the loo. So, so are we going to take a quick 5-minute break and then back?
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Lovely. Cool. I'm back in a bit.
Absolutely.
Right back.
All right. Hazel and Esther, I'm going to DM for a while secretly because Ed cannot stop me right now.
Oh,
So
okay.
we arrive inside the room. Is there anything you two like to do?
Can I look for some rum?
Oh.
Okay, so we're
When
not...
Ayleen is not looking.
Okay, but like, is there room in... Was the rum in the room still?
No, there's a lot of drinks downstairs at the bar.
Okay, so you're not coming upstairs?
No.
All right, I would actually place down my part as I like look at you. Hazel, we're going to upstairs. We're going upstairs.
I need 5 minutes. I need to use the loo. I'll
You can
come
take
up.
the bucket upstairs if you want.
That's disgusting.
Hazel, if you're gonna buy some rum, I swear you're in trouble.
I'm not gonna buy rum. I promise.
You promise?
I promise.
Okay. Do not break the promise, okay? A promise is a big
Okay.
deal.
Yes,
Okay.
Mom.
And I would just like keep pushing. Hazel, what are you doing while we walk upstairs?
I am not going to buy rum because that's a promise. But I am going to steal rum.
I knew it.
So I sneak behind the bar and make sure that nobody sees me, and then
Make a
real
sleight of hand
quick.
check.
my
hand goes in the cupboard with the
Oh.
24.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh.
All right, that succeeds.
What do I find?
Well, you already took the 2 most expensive bottles the day before when you stole the rum. It takes you a moment to find the rum because obviously stuff has been relocated after people found out that stuff was missing. But when you do find the rum, you see that it's again in a line going from very cheap to most expensive, but there's clearly 2 bottles missing already. So which bottles do you take?
Whatever I can get my hands on, I'll take it.
Okay. Ed, while you were on the loo, I might have taken over in your seat. And,
That's okay.
Hazel
Who am I playing?
Hazel just rolled 24 to steal some more rum from the bar. And
Excellent.
she
Amazing.
just grabbed 2 random bottles that were left there.
Yay.
Okay, yeah. So this goes unnoticed as you head on upstairs. Is there anything that anyone is wanting to do before they go to sleep?
Yes, I would like to make sure that Hazel doesn't have any rum.
Make an investigation check for me.
Oh, not 20.
Oh my god, no you didn't. No you didn't. No.
You turn and you see Hazel with these rather large bottles as well, especially considering her fairly small stature, just slowly getting into bed, hoping that you won't notice, just...
Hazel, you promised.
What?
What is this? And I would like
Oh.
attempt to grab the
Oh, that's
bottles.
mine. That's actually mine.
She's literally
Oh.
holding them.
That's
Esther,
actually
could you
I hid it in your bed because I didn't want Mank to
She's
find
holding
it. So.
them.
No, it was mine. I was telling Hazel to hide it from Mank because it's mine, and Mank said he wanted to steal my wine or my rum. I meant, yeah. So it's actually mine. It's not hers. Okay?
I would look at Mank.
I'm a raging alcoholic. What can I do?
I pat Mank's head. It's true.
Give me the bottles, Hazel. Come here.
But it's Esther's. I give it to
It's,
Esther.
yeah, it's mine. Yeah.
And I would take out my wallet and go like, okay, how much do you want for it?
50 gold.
Wait. I swear I had way more in this.
Oh, you
No.
didn't.
No. No, you didn't.
Okay, so at first, I wanted to think that I got pickpocketed, but now that I'm seeing your reactions, I'm pretty sure you took it. Who took my money?
No one took anything.
Probably cider.
Cider. It was cider.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
This
You
is
don't
mo-
need money anyway. You're from
Nah.
the monastery, Ayleen. Like the light and the spirit and gods and stuff.
And at this, I would like try to grab the bottles.
Okay. Make opposing dexterity checks for me, please.
From who?
9.
Uh,
From you.
Am I still
You,
holding them?
Hazel.
I guess I'm holding it.
Oh, Esther
Oh,
then.
you're holding it.
Wait, okay. 12.
Shit.
You just miss, Ayleen, as Esther just
Mine.
pulls them back a little bit.
Esther.
This is mine, okay? I won't give it to Hazel, don't worry. It's for me and Mike.
Yeah, in fact, I'll have a drink now, if that's
No.
all right.
Here. I hand Mike the bottle.
Thank you
Oh.
very much.
I don't drink too much, just, before you get drunk.
No, not all of Mike. Okay. You are a raging alcoholic, Mike.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm also wounded, so yeah,
Yeah, okay.
please have some sympathy for the poor ill man.
At this point, I would like look at Martin and just like go like, hello, you're not gonna say anything? Like,
Martin's just sitting down on the bed, and we're heading off first thing tomorrow.
you're so useless, Martin.
I want to see my daughter again.
Which one?
And he just gets into bed and tucks himself under the cover and just rolls to the other side of the bed.
That's what I thought. And I would do the same, but then obviously in my own bed.
That's mean.
Mank just walks over to your bed, Hazel, and just places the bottle of rum underneath the covers and just...
I would like
heads over to
to
his
do
bed.
a perception check for that.
Sure thing, yeah.
Because I'm like... 12.
He rolled a very good sleight of hand check, I'm afraid.
All right, well then you're lucky, Hazel.
But Mank goes and sits down on his bed and eventually nestles down for the night and see everyone bright and early in the morning then.
Good night.
So, night falls. All of you go to sleep. And you drift off. You drift off into calm, calm dreams. But all of them, whether you are conscious of it or not, are tinged with red. Soft red light. And it is calming. And it is comfortable. And it is familiar. But you wake in the morning, and is there anything that anyone is wanting to do before they head to the boat on the coast?
I would like to check Hazel's breath. It's really bad, but I do.
Hazel, did you drink any during the night at all?
I didn't.
So you come over, you smell. Everything appears fine.
Then there's nothing I would like to do.
Okay.
Can Jerry react to this? Because all of a sudden this person walks up to me while I'm sleeping.
Yeah, sure.
Very
Jerry-
close to my face. Can Jerry try to I don't know,
Bite my nose.
bite his nose?
Yeah, let's see how that goes. Natural 20.
Oh my god.
Bites my nose off.
As you lean in and you get very, very close to Hazel's face, suddenly from in between the strands of her hair, you just see two pinpricks of light and a sound. And then as this small, very painful bite just flies out and you take
Oh no.
a whole 2 points of piercing damage as there is just this nip on your nose and it sort of breaks the skin. It's quite painful as you just see, just out the corner of your vision, just a small bubble of blood just move and Jerry just leans back against Hazel's shoulder and just...
Ow! Oh! Ow!
Oh, what just happened?
Ow!
Ayleen.
Oh, Jerry just bit me, and it's really hurting.
Jerry would never bite you.
Oh!
You're trying to kill me.
What? No, I was just smelling your breath.
What?
That's
I
a
just
good
wanted-
guard rat.
Oh, I was just trying to make sure you were okay. Oh, that is a feral rat.
No, it's a guard rat.
Not.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
love
is it
Jerry.
bleeding?
Good job, Jerry.
Is my nose bleeding?
Yeah, you got a little bit a
Oh.
hole there. Two
Yeah, it's
holes.
bleeding.
Put something on it.
Ugh.
Mank just gets up and you grow an extra nostril during the night.
Good one.
Oh, Jerry bit me, and it's still hurting.
Oh, I'm sorry. Right, shall we go?
Oh.
Yep. It's tough being Arlene.
Yeah, it is. Thank you.
I feel you. I feel you.
I would
So-
go downstairs and eat something.
Okay, so your breakfasts will put you back 3 copper each, but as you wolf down your food and you go back upstairs to retrieve the box, you head on down. And stepping outside once more into the bustling streets, you continue down the streets. At one point, you see a fairly familiar individual walking past you, and Impy once more, with his diminutive figure, just sort of bows to you as he walks on by. You can see that he has replaced his leg with what looks to be a fairly sort of homemade peg leg from the stick that he had procured the previous day, as he walks past you, and it sinks every so often into the muddy street as he just waves and continues on his way. But you head towards the main gate, and you leave, the doors shutting behind you, and you move away from Port Galagast and towards the shore, moving through trees, over rocks, until eventually you come to the broken and desecrated small settlement on the water's edge. And at the end of a small wooden pier, you see Martin's boat, still bobbing in the water. And very, very thankfully, Martin rushes forward, jumping onto the boat, and starts to begin to prepare to leave this accursed island. As you all approach, box still in hand.
I would attempt to put the box in the boat.
You're able to do so, and you see the boat give a little bit in the water, just in the water. But as Martin slowly begins to bring the sail up and bring out a couple of oars, he turns to you all. Right, I think we're good to go.
All right. Well, I'd say let's get going, because I don't want to stay here much longer.
Another boat trip. Oh, lucky me. Could have missed
Let's-
Cider though. This means that we'll never see him again, right?
Who cares?
I mean,
You don't know him. He's
You
a really
don't know
cute
him.
kid.
How long was I sleeping? One night?
Felt like forever.
I don't think. Yeah, maybe we'll see him again.
I mean, you never know.
It's impossible. I don't think it's possible.
I mean, if the curse is gone here, everyone might be able to travel around again like normal people, right?
Yeah, exactly.
If you and the cider kid want to see each other again, I'm sure that's possible. Did you
Makes
tell him about the
sense.
monastery?
No?
Because that's where we're going, remember?
Not right now, no.
Well, not right now, but that's where we'll end up
No.
eventually, so...
I don't
If
think
you
I
tell
told
him about the monastery, he can go there and wait for you. If he wants to.
Did we tell him where to meet us? I don't remember. Didn't we tell? We told him about Mr. Dupont.
you did, yes.
Not the monastery.
Maybe.
Mr. Dupont is where it's at right now.
Yeah.
Alright, well maybe tell Mr. Dupont that if there's a little boy called Cider visiting him, to send him to the monastery.
Esther size.
Yeah, we could do that. I wanna turn around with my face to the town and scream, "Bye, Cider!" And then I turn around and jump on the boat.
It echoes out and out, bouncing between the trees in the distance, as you just hear side, 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 until all is quiet once more. You all jump on the boat, and with a great deal of effort, Martin pushes it off and it softly moves out into the water. And you sail. You sail across the lake. For around half a day, it is a wide, wide lake. But on the journey, at one point, Hazel, you feel a tap on your shoulder, and Mank is just sat behind you. Currently, it looks like he's sharpening one of his daggers, and just goes, wondered if I might have a word with you.
Okay.
That ship, the one that you say you grew up on, you say it came from the old world that was.
Yeah.
So you think your parents are still alive?
Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't they be? They're very strong, persistent, and they're very sweet people, and I think they are alive.
Well, if they're as resourceful as you, I don't doubt it. But if they are alive, where do you think they are?
Well, since the ship is here, maybe they ended up here, just like me. But they were not on the ship, so that means that they must be here somewhere, right?
You'd assume so.
I think so. I'm just waiting for the moment we walk into a random town and all of a sudden they're there and we're reunited and I'll be so happy.
Life isn't always like it is in fairy tale books, Hazel.
You can always have hope. Hope is a good thing. It's what keeps you going.
It can also hurt. I guess, just want to make sure you're not getting your hopes up for nothing,
What does that mean?
Well, I just don't want you crying all over the rest of us if you don't get what you want, that's all.
What does that mean? What are you trying to say, Mank?
This is a dangerous world, and people often go missing.
People often get found again.
Well, I wish you good luck in finding them.
You don't have faith. You're so negative.
Call it a coping mechanism.
It's unfair. I think they're still alive. I'll prove it to you. I'll find them one day, and then you can meet them and see how awesome they are.
As excitable and as angry as you are?
Maybe.
Yeah?
My mommy can get angry sometimes, yeah. But I still love her. They're great people, you'll see.
Well, wherever Mr. DuPont sends me next, I'll try and keep an eye out.
Thank you, Mike. That's very kind of you. Maybe the blue rod did make you a little bit more kind after all.
Or maybe I'm hoping that you can do me a favor at some point.
Like what?
I don't know. You're good with a dagger. You're good at stealing things. There's always
Stealing
use
things?
for that.
I don't know what you mean.
No, sure you don't.
Wait, how do you know I... What?
What? That 2 bottles of rum just appeared in your bed and that they were Ester's and that one of them was for me.
Well, I stole them for you. So...
There's no judgment from me. I said you were good. I'm actually paying you a compliment.
Thank you. To each their talent. You're very negative, and I'm good at stealing.
Being negative is my talent. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Right, well, looks like we're almost there. We should probably get ready.
Do we see the shore?
You look out over the edge of the boat, and as the mist begins to part, you see the dilapidated town of Renoras. It is just as miserable as when you left it, with buildings sticking out of the ground on large struts and scaffolding, sort of at angles, almost sinking into the wet ground that lines the shoreline of the Pallid Lake. It is grim, but your boat is slowly making its way across the waters towards the piers. Is there anything you want to do before you arrive? In that case, you pull in, and Martin throws some rope around the nearby pier and just pulls you in until eventually you are close enough to jump onto the pier. And Mank does so, getting up, and helps Martin bring the boat in as you all heft the large black box off the boat and onto the shore itself, onto the shore of Renoras. It is still quiet. The sword just emitting a soft hum from inside. Right, so where do you want to go first?
The wastelands, I guess.
Sure. Well, we need to get Martin's daughter back. Were you wanting to visit Mr. DuPont as well, or did you want to save that for when we get back?
I don't think we should be dragging this sword around too much.
No, that doesn't sound smart.
DuPont first.
Yeah, I think so.
Really? But that is
Doesn't
literally
Martin-
dragging it around.
Doesn't Martin know his way back to town alone? Just send him on his way. We don't need him anymore.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You want your payment, right?
Yes, please. I feel I've more than earned my keep.
Are you gonna still hang with us after
I
that,
mean,
right?
wasn't DuPont gonna pay for this, actually? I just realized.
Yes.
Maybe you should come to DuPont with us if you want your payment. We could tell him about how you were totally not useless.
I don't think you would have got to the island without me.
No, I'm saying you were not useless. You were helpful. I mean, you watched over me, right? Well, the rest was going off
No.
murdering tentacles. No?
Okay. I'll come with you to DuPont, and then I'm going to get Arietta.
Okay.
Lead the way.
I would just follow Mank, actually.
So Mank leads you all through the very quiet and very miserable town. As you trudge through muddy, wet streets, and you pass the almost impossible amount of homeless individuals there are in and underneath many of the buildings that are around. You see people walking around the streets, all of them looking dour and depressed, and as you pass, all of them just sneer at you as you walk past. And occasionally a few of them look with interest at this large black box that you are carrying with you, until eventually you come to the sunken building that Mr. DuPont lives in. And heading on down the stairs to the front door, you enter. And inside, you see the trinkets, all hanging from the ceiling, red bladed swords and black handles all around. There are broken bits of old pottery. You see torn bits of tapestry, all of them displaying the same symbol. And behind the desk at the end, you see Mr. DuPont, the same hunched, pale-skinned figure with large, pointed ears that are covered at the end by silvered, ornamental ear tips. and large rings around his fingers as he turns round to you all. And Esther, this is the first time you've seen this individual, but he looks up at all of you. Well, how good it is to have you all back. Please come in.
Hello.
Hello.
Ah, I finally meet the elusive third party member. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Hi. How'd you get those? Where'd you get those ring thingies? They're really cool.
Well, thank you. I am a collector, as you can see, and I have found items.
Look really nice.
The ones that I wear. Well, thank you. So, how did your mission go in Gallagher's?
It went rough, but we got what we came for, and we have located the sword, turns out. However, we cannot destroy it. We took it here, but it has a curse around it. We think it's an area of effect curse, so we want to take it to the waste.
You found an actual sword.
Yes, and we tried to destroy it, but instead it took our blood.
Is that it?
It literally took our blood from our veins.
We fought a big fish too, if that matters. The fish with undead zombies.
I
and
don't think he
such.
cares about that, Esther.
I mean, he wanted to know what was on the island, I think.
So where did you find it?
In the ship.
On the bottom of the water.
No. Underneath the ship.
May I see it?
Well, it's in this box, but would not recommend.
Open.
Oh, okay.
Open it.
And I would unlock the box and open it.
Safe. Don't touch it, please.
And he just looks at it from over his desk, standing up and leaning over.
It's remarkable.
So what we noticed is that it's less active after it took our blood. So I think personally that it feeds on blood, and that it's like a vampire sword, maybe.
Yeah.
So, and that it like when it feeds, it gets, calmer.
And what happens when it does not feed?
Pulsates.
It makes people go insane.
Yeah, we also attacked each other over it. Apparently, but I don't remember that. But that was Hazel and Martin, the guy who sailed us. He needs your money as well, by the way, because he boat. He saw it. Yeah.
I can give him the money, and I owe you a great deal of money as well. So you believe it was this that was changing the island? It was changing the water?
Yes.
It seems like it. I don't know.
Did you find anything else inside the ship at all? Any other trinkets or...
Those pendants, right? A million of them.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Cider took them up, so I think we forgot to say that. All those same pendants with swords on, right?
Oh, and you didn't destroy it?
Cider took him.
The child? Boy Cider?
Cider wanted something out of it. He was the one that found it.
Mank, how did you let this happen?
I was out of it by that stage. I barely knew what was going on.
Oh, we have to go back.
No.
Oh.
So...
Send him a letter.
The ship that you found, it was transporting these? Is that what you're saying?
It was shipwrecked. It was a piece of trash. No idea. Most likely it
Piece
had
of trash?
No, not like that. Of course it wasn't. It
That's
was
so
used.
rude.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I meant
my
like
old
it was
home.
broken. It was broke. It was completely broken. It was just.
It's
Yeah.
my old home. It's where I grew up.
It's
It used to be
lovely.
a beautiful ship.
Yeah, and I believe that. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that.
So the ship was yours.
My family, yes. We used to sail the waters, and last time I saw it was in Neverwinter years ago. And now it ended up here.
Mm.
So first you were telling me that you just strolled into Mournveil, and now you were telling me that a ship sailed here. These things do not just happen.
Well, it did just happen.
In which case the question is, why does a ship come from the outside world into Mournveil? How does that happen? But also, why is it carrying the symbol that we have been finding throughout Mournveil?
I mean, we all know that vampires can go in and out like they want, right? Right?
That is
What? But I'm
correct.
not a vampire.
No, but those symbols are from the vampires. So I assume that there was a vampire on the ship. That could
Vampire on the ship?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
hope
think.
you're wrong.
Well, I don't think I am, because how else would the ship be able to get here if not with the help of a vampire? Maybe even the vampire just wanted. What if the vampire wanted those cursed objects here to keep us all tame? But it's actually on purpose. Do you think that's possible? That they're controlling us like that?
Anything is possible, but... What did you say your plan was with the sword?
We wanted to bring it to the wastelands so that it couldn't hurt people. After that, there was no plan. Maybe weaken it by feeding it animals and then try to destroy it.
I would say, given all you've told me, that is wise.
Okay.
It cannot be denied that I should like to examine this more and try and ascertain its origins, but perhaps it would be good to do that somewhere more isolated.
Yes. So does that mean you're coming with us?
No, I have business to attend to here, but you'll take it to a place of your choosing, somewhere safe, somewhere out of the way. And once you've done this, you will tell me where that is.
Okay. Do you want us to feed it blood?
I cannot pretend to understand this weapon in the same way that you do. But if you think that will help, by all means, do so.
Okay.
I would be careful out in the wasteland.
Yes, I've heard the stories.
Not all of them.
Are they
The
flowers?
living do not leave the wasteland.
Oh, but we've heard that often. The living don't leave the forest. The living don't leave this. They don't do that. There's nobody going there. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine.
You're very confident. I do like that. And I believe I promised you gold as well. 80 each, I think.
Correct.
Plus 4 healing potions.
I already have those.
You have already received those.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was very clever, little one. Very clever.
And he reaches underneath his desk and brings out 3 pouches and pushes them across.
My advice would be avoid the swampy areas. But in order to get to the depths of the wasteland, you will have to pass through Glendale. It is a dead town. It has been dead for some time. What resides in there now? Frankly, we do not know. Stories of spirits and ghosts. Are you sure you want to go?
Yes.
Let's see what it is.
Unless you know someone else
curious.
who can do it.
I do. But I need Mank elsewhere, I am afraid.
Wait, Mank's not coming?
No! What?
But we need him.
Yeah.
Mank. I need Mank. And his eyes and his ears.
We need Mank and his eyes and his ears.
Make a persuasion check. Either 2 of you or 1 of you at advantage.
Is anyone else rolling or do I
I'll do
roll?
it again. Do advantage.
17.
He looks at you.
You have him for 3 days.
Thank you.
Before you go, might I have a word with your elven companion?
Me?
Mank?
No,
Me?
you.
Oh.
That you can say anything. Right in front of us.
Yeah, is there anything really secret? Or...
I would like a word alone.
Oh.
Esther, do you want us to stay?
Oh. I guess we can do this alone if he wants to. I'll just tell you afterwards. I'm fine. It's okay.
All right. Hazel, let's go.
Yeah.
Mank? Martin?
Right. Thanks, Mr. DuPont. I'll see him straight.
And with that, Mank heads to the door and opens it for the 2 of you.
I would go out, but I would, try to eavesdrop.
Okay, make a perception check for me.
12.
You hear a few words of the following, but any important information is unfortunately lost, especially as you see to one side Mank just looking at you and just gives you a meaningful look.
What?
I believe Mr. DuPont said he wanted it to be a quiet word.
All right. So? I'm just leaning against the door. Am I not allowed to lean against the door?
Then how about I lean with you? And he just leans next to you and just looks pointedly in your direction and starts to tap his foot on the ground, creating a
Mank,
sound.
just stop that.
No, I've got a lovely tune in my head and I don't want to lose it. But inside Esther, Mr. DuPont just leans back in his very torn and worn leather chair and just looks at you. I understand you are from the Heartland Forest.
Did Mank tell you that, or did you just see that on me, or?
I heard it from Mank, but
Esther's very nervous because she's a little bit problem with authority figures, so she gets very nervous. Yeah. So.
how long have you been away?
What is it now? A couple months since it happened. The whole thing. I don't know. I'm trying to move past it, yeah.
Do you miss it?
I do miss it. I miss it a lot. I miss it. I miss everyone there so much, but I don't know. I'm kind of trying to move past it, right? Like, I don't think I can come back. I think I'm done there. Where did you say you were from? How did you end up here?
Just smiles, and as he reaches up and passes his hand through his very pale, very white hair, he reaches up to the silver ornamentations that seemingly cover his pointed ears. And he just removes it. And you can see that where there should be a point to his ear, it is cut off. And he removes the other one, and that too is gone.
Oh my god.
I was once fortunate enough to call Heartland Forest my home.
What?
They cast me out too.
No, what? I can't. Oh my.
It was a very long time ago.
What did you... Esther can't believe it.
It is good to see another one of us.
Well, you see,
This far west.
I've never... They don't speak about people being thrown out from the tribes at all, so I never hear. I never knew there was any, really. Because no one... I was the first one in my age, in my generation, to be thrown out like this. It's insane. So I had no idea there were other people like me. That's crazy. What did you do?
I strayed too far from tradition. I was not content simply isolating ourselves from the outside world. Mournveil was a prison. I felt we needed to do something to free ourselves from it.
Yeah. I understand. I understand that. But I still liked it. The kind of feeling we had together, all of us, like, just living kind of happily in the forest without any, like, a lot of outsiders coming in. I thoroughly enjoyed that, but I'm realized now there's so much more to the world.
So much.
Yeah. It's insane. I don't know what to say. This is crazy.
Well, I am glad that there are other trailblazers.
You did really well in life too. How did you do this? How did you get there?
Over a very long period of time, I made my way through the world.
Yeah.
I eventually came to understand the value of gold and what it can bring you.
I don't understand that at all. I don't
You
care. Yeah. Okay.
But I started to understand that there was a rot beneath the earth in this place.
What?
When I first started to see these symbols,
What?
there's something to it. It's connected to something. I don't know what, but
What? So you say everyone is infected?
no,
Hmm.
I don't know, but I know I'm doing something of worth here.
I mean, we get taught to contribute, right, to our own tribes, right? And in that sense, I felt purpose because I was really good at hunting and such, and I felt like I was doing something until I did that. But now I don't really see that I did that much anymore. I just hunted stuff, right? That was it. I have no idea what to do now.
You continue to contribute to the tribe. And the tribe is whatever you wish it to be.
Oh my god. This makes me so overwhelmed.
Well, at least they didn't cut your ears off.
No, they didn't cut anything off. They just kicked me out. I guess I'm glad for that. That's awful.
You require anything at all?
What? What do you mean?
For your journey, do you need anything? Just name it.
I don't know. No, I don't. I don't know. I've never needed anything really. I've just been,
Well, in that case, when you have finished your journey in the wastelands and you make your way back, let me know. We'll talk again.
Thank you. I look forward to it. This was. I can't. I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say it.
It's insane.
Your friends are waiting for you.
Yes. I need to process. Oh, God. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. You haven't done that much, but thank you for giving me some point in life, I guess.
What did you say your name was again?
Esther.
My name is Doomith.
Oh.
Doomith Vale.
You're keeping that secret? Is it better that way? You say?
I am a new man now. A new man. Like you say, it does not do well to dwell on the past.
Yeah, you're right.
Right, you had best get going then. You have a long journey ahead of you.
I'll see you
I'll see you later. Thank you.
I will see you, Esther.
Thank you so much. And Esther turns and goes out.
If I hear Esther walk towards the door, I would quickly go to the other side. like I want to go to the other wall or something.
So the door opens and you sort of dart round the side, and Mank remains where he is, continuing to tap his foot up and down in the squelchy mud as Esther comes on out, closing the door behind her.
Well, what did you want?
He knew my tribe, we could say.
All right, what did he want?
He wanted to talk about my tribe. That was it.
That was it?
Yeah. He just wanted to chat. It was, yeah.
That's disappointing.
No, it was great. It was.
I mean, really?
Good.
Good.
It was. I needed to hear that, so it was. Yeah.
All right. So, anything we need to know?
No, it's not that much.
Okay.
It was more a good thing for my own, journey, my own spiritual journey.
Okay, fair enough. Do we all have what we need?
I think so.
I suggest we use your cart. I don't want to be lugging this all the way there.
We have a cart? Huh?
We can get one. Yeah, I'm sure.
Did they leave them with us back then?
You already
Arianna,
had a cart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, my brain, that was so long ago. Sorry. Right, that's really smart. Yes. Also, Mank, you're an absolute idiot. Absolute idiot.
I think he's nice.
Why?
It's not about whether or not you're nice. It's just the fact that you could not have told me about the amulet still being there. Like, what if the curse is still there? Because of all the other things.
I think we all forgot about it.
How can you forget about something so important? I mean, I get why you would, Hazel, but Mank?
Sorry, I didn't see underneath the water, and when Cider and Hazel were doing all of their shit, I was almost out of it.
I mean, I get that, but you could have told me, right? You saw it, right? You could have told me when you were better.
All right, we know now. All right, we know now.
You guys are funny.
Well, I don't really fancy going back there, so I guess that's a great job for you to do after 3 days, Mank.
Okay, great. No, sounds good. Right, let's just get this cart.
What about you, Martin? Are you going back now?
Well, I'm going to go see Elder my ring and get Arietta, and yes, life is normal.
Okay. So, is that goodbye then?
If you ever have need of a boat, you know where to find me.
Okay.
You don't want to say anything, Gertruda?
What?
You have nothing to say to him? Will we leave it at this?
I don't know. Do I? Should I?
I don't think you should lie. That's bad. My mommy told me.
Says you with all your alcohol.
Alcohol's nice. Alcohol makes you be honest. Maybe you need a zip.
No thanks. Esther?
Yes?
Yes?
Yes? I was just... I felt like there was some unfinished business with you. I could just feel it.
Oh, come on! How stupid are you, Martin? I would look at him very long and very awkwardly, and I'm visibly struggling. But I will not say anything. but like Martin probably could see that I'm physically struggling with something.
He just looks at you. Your name isn't Gertrude, is it?
No shit.
No.
And that's where we're going to end this week.
No! That is the meanest thing you've ever done. No.
I was thinking there might be a better, but then as soon as Elina said that, I was like, no, that's. We will be back again next week, same time. But before we go, does everyone want to quickly go around and plug anything that they're working on at the moment?
Yes. I'm so mad. Oh, this is gonna be a whole ass week. For the people that wrote gods in the chat, you have 10 more seconds to write gods. You don't have to do anything. For the people that didn't write that, you have 10 more seconds to write gods in the chat for the t-shirt that just was linked, that is sponsored by Savi. Thank you so incredibly much. We're gonna pick a winner in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ghostja has won the giveaway. Literally
Ghostja!
just joined. Ghostja, congratulations. Glosske will contact you after this stream to get that sorted so that you can get the beautiful t-shirt. And we might be giving away more stuff in the future, so stay tuned. Also, hi, my name is Arianna, !Arianna in the chat if you want to follow me. Tomorrow, I have guests in my stream, including that one, Glosske. She's going to be joining a game of Would You Rather World of Warcraft edition, where she and more guests are going to be talking about what they would rather do, and I'm gonna give them options and stuff like that. You can win this World of Warcraft Yeti edition. World of Warcraft edition. I'm not that good at this stuff. Let me try that again. This Yeti microphone, Blue Yeti microphone, World of Warcraft edition. All you gotta do is follow Gloss, me, and the other guests that are going to be there tomorrow. We have Kuhn, and we also have Shalativan, and maybe even more because my Twitter just got a lot of notifications, so we'll see. That's tomorrow. And if you are not into that kind of stuff, don't you worry, I'll be back on Sunday with a stream with just me. So, that's it.
And Elina.
Twitch.tv/Elina is where I'm streaming most days. Next week, I'll be up in the cabin. So I'm gonna be doing hot tub streams with sexy men. If you guys want to look at men in hot tubs, so most likely there will be a couple streams then. So follow for half naked men. Okay, no women, only men. So yeah, yeah.
Glosske.
I'm not really streaming at the moment. I'm joining tomorrow's stream, the Arianna's, but I've been just enjoying summer and going out, so I probably won't be streaming this weekend. So just check out these two.
And I'm Ed. You can find me on Twitter at Edward_Spence_. I'm GMing for this. I also GM for Dungeon Manager, which is on a hiatus at the moment. But literally yesterday, I started a brand new campaign with Stories Told. You can find them on Twitch. It's a system I've never tried before, but it's Good Society, which is basically a Jane Austen role-playing game. It's a really fun system. The cast are amazing. There are two familiar faces from Cantrip Breakers, Harley and Hannah. They're both in it. And it's going to be running for 4 weeks. So you can catch that on the VOD, and that's going to be next Wednesday at 9 p.m. BST. It'll be really great to see you there. But I think that's everything from us. So as always, thank you so much for watching. We love you all so much. We're so thankful that you tune in week in and week out for the continuing of this story. We're going in a very unexpected place next week, which I was not anticipating. So I'm I'm very excited because the wastelands are fun. So we will be back next week. But in the meantime, stay safe, stay well, and we love you so very much. We will see you soon. Bye-bye.